Hello friends and fellow gamers, MKxJUMP here, and today we're checking out this week's event for Idle Heroes. The Viking Saga has returned for a second time, so we'll be talking about that and what you guys can expect from this. I know for those of you that have already seen it, this is an event that might confuse you or leave you with some questions. For those of you that haven't seen it, it's going to be a pretty fun way to get some cool rewards. Finally, guys, the slump period of Idle Heroes is over. We've had so many naff events after one another, and we're going to get this event. Next week, we've got Halloween, which we'll talk a little bit about, and then the next few months are just going to throw events at us. So that means this video does come with a warning right at the start, which is don't get too deep in this event. Make sure you're saving stuff for all the other events as well. We'll talk about that a little more as we go through the video. Either way, before we get in, let's talk about some new people that have decided to back me on Patreon this week. So a shout out goes to Bullseye Cub, to Pavel, to Casey, and to Petar. Thank you so much for your support, guys. It's great to see you in whatever way you involve yourselves with the community, whether it's just here on YouTube or whether it's joining us in the Twitch streams as well. Thanks for your support, and because you've decided to back me, you guys can get yourself access to account reviews over on Discord. So if you want to be like those people and help support the channel, why not click that link up there in the top corner of the screen to learn different ways that you can get bonuses for this as well, including account reviews. Folks, with that said, let's go ahead and check out this week's event for Idle Heroes. So, as we always do, let's look at what we get for logging in. Every day we're going to get 15 mithril pickaxes and a super wishing coin. This is very standard for a Sky Labyrinth event. We have Wishing Fountain, we have Sky Labyrinth. It's obvious that we get the things you need. So, make sure you log in every day to get those pickaxes. They'll be very important for making progress. Unlike normal, I'm not going to click on the cool events first. I'm actually going to bring your attention to the Viking Saga. More importantly, the Dragon's Treasures. This is the key part of this week's event. This is where you will be getting rewards. In many different ways across this week's event, you're going to be gathering superior tribute. This is a meat that you can give to the dragon, which he will then return you with rewards for your generosity. Here, you can get yourself mithril pickaxes, so that's very important for making progress in Sky Labyrinth. You can also get all the various resources here, and it is just absolutely worth it because you're getting Celestial Island materials, and more importantly, you're getting timber and stone. Now, timber and stone are important because they can be used in the Viking Island to build skins. If you've ever seen people's islands in the Celestial Island and wondered why their buildings look different to yours, it's because we've gone ahead and got these in previous Viking Saga events. And because we've managed to accumulate them, there are actually some things we're missing, so it's a nice way that we can pick up the stuff we don't have. More importantly, you'll see that there are ones that can be giving bonuses in the Cloud Island, and this is how people have these pink symbols here on their buildings. If I took off the skin, and you look here, I would lose 5 levels of the particular island place I'm on. So it's really important that you put those in, because it gets you 5 extra levels, which makes your hero 5% more powerful compared to how they would be when you consider the bonuses you get from the tenants. So that's really, really helpful if you can go ahead and get those extra levels on there. Now, of course, by gaining these buildings, you don't just get the skin, you are getting rewards. For the majority of the ones on the first page, they're either giving you Celestial Island resources, which are super important, so focus these if you haven't already got the particular areas needed. And also, you can go ahead and get 6-star puppet chests as well, and there's also a Glory Epic Hero Selection chest for the one in the middle. You may notice that they require different amounts of resources, so you can see there's 7 timber and 6 stone here. This is 8 and 2, this is 6 and 8, and all the numbers are totally different. Therefore, before you go and build any of these skins, I want to stress you should make sure you've used all your meat on the dragon. Give him those tributes, establish all the timber and all the stone you can, and then figure out the best mathematical combination of all of this to get you the skins you need and the rewards you want. It's also important to note that the build residence area here has these special ones, which will improve your Celestial Island, and these typically give better rewards. The standout reward here can be found in the Radish field, and this is 30 Master's Toolboxes. For free-to-play players, this is a very key resource. You might be tempted by the 9-star light puppet here, but actually the skin itself that you get for this is the Musical Fountain, and auras like the Musical Fountain and the Flower Terrace aren't as worth upgrading compared to the other buildings. So I, in my opinion, would prioritize the other buildings for all players, unless of course you're just a heavy spender, and even then heavy spenders aren't that interested in 9-star light puppets when you compare the fact that you can improve the power of your buildings, and you get 40 relics here, and also various other rewards that you might be able to make use of. So yeah, in my opinion, definitely focus on these because it's going to improve your heroes. So good stuff there. Also, if you do manage to build all of the things here, you do get yourself a nice void resource selection chest. I find this annoying. This was tied to one of the buildings before, so it's a bit of a slap in the face that instead it's now actually just a separate reward if you build everything. So a bit of an insult, but hey, look at that. You can get some star spawn cores if you wanted, so that's pretty cool. And you also get yourself a glory epic chest. If you construct all of these, you'll get yourself the Viking Scene blueprint, which can only be obtained by doing this. So it was the same last time, it's the same this time. To get the wall around your area, you do need to go ahead and have everything built. On top of that, you also get yourself a 10-star puppet, which is pretty nice. So, as you can probably tell from all of that, getting these dragon tributes is pretty important. And not just for that, dragon tributes also get you bonus rewards this week. For every one you grab, the superior tributes will get you a point. If you get to 50 points, you'll get yourself some more mithril pickaxes, which helps you even more in Sky Labyrinth. You'll also get some wishing coins, which will help you this event too, and a 5-star hero shard. As you push down, 100 gives you the same for 150, and here it is. For free-to-play players, you get yourself a mysterious artifact selection chest. And yes, you can get this entirely for free. So let's talk today about how you can get to 200 Dragons Tributes, and heck, if you're a spender, how you could even push all the way up to 400 to get yourself a sublimation selection chest, and whether it's even worth it. So let's go take a look at the cool events. This week, of course, you can see the value packages are very standard. We get gems, you get pickaxes, you get wishing coins. Nothing new here. The main change is you are getting superior tributes. So here is one key way to get them: spend money or spend your contract starry gems. With that said, let's look at other ways to get them. So, Sky Labyrinth. This week, you aren't just getting the normal rewards, you're getting yourself extra stuff on top of that. You're getting the superior tribute. You get 8 for every floor cleared. Now, a free-to-play player should expect typically to get to floor 6 or 7. But given the fact that you are getting mithril pickaxes this week as well, thrown in from the normal usual ones, you might even find yourself getting to floor 8, or if you super high roll, floor 9. So my recommendation would be really focus on this as your main way to get yourself these superior tributes, because let's be real, this is the one where you either high roll or you don't. So you need to wait until the very end of the event to know quite how many of the tributes you're getting. You should be expecting to get at least 48, which is stage 6, and you could even get as many as 56 or even 64 if you make it to floor 8. So with that in mind, let's go take a look at all the other rewards we can get. So mysterious chests, these are very standard as well. Most of these are really good value apart from maybe the elite hero shard one, but looking on, superior tribute. So that'll leave you asking, should I be buying the 8,000 gem thing here for some guild coins, some glorious relics, and a glory epic hero chest? Maybe not, because down here you can get various amounts of superior tribute, and bear in mind the most expensive one gives you the best value. That's a lot of good stuff looking at this, right? 35 superior tributes for 6,000. It might sound like a lot of gems, but when you remember you get rewards for this, you're going to get yourself pickaxes for this, and of course, it will push you that one step closer to getting that artifact, which is really, really important. So my recommendation is if you have 11,500 gems to spend on all of this, grab these. That's 65 of the tributes on top of the ones you already managed to grab from Sky Labyrinth this week. Pretty cool. So if you're keeping track, the minimum you're going to get from Sky Labyrinth is probably 56. Add to that these as well. It's just 65. That's going to take you up to 121. Let's just call it 120 superior tributes. Very, very nice. But that's not 200. So where are we going to get the additional 80? Well, Wishing Fountain. That's where. Wishing Fountain is giving us 5 for every 100 spins. Now, I want to stress, it might be new to some of you because it's been a while since we recommended you use your coins. You only need 80 coins to do 100 spins. So to do a full complete here and get yourself 15 of the tributes, you have to do 240 coins. So that means if you want to go and get yourself 60 of these, which will take you to 180, requires 960 coins. To get the additional 15 on top of that, that's going to cost you up to 1,200 wishing coins, and then the final 5 you'll need to go ahead and complete this event if you get to floor 7 in the Sky Labyrinth and you do buy all of the mysterious chests here. You will only have to do then an additional 80 coins, which is 100 spins, to get the final 5. And with that, that will get you exactly to 200. So that's 1,280 wishing coins to get yourself that artifact. Now, you might might have hopefully been saving wishing coins, but if you haven't, don't forget that the arena store now gives them as a key reward. Looking here, I can go ahead and buy thousands of them, but that's because I've been playing for so long and saved a lot of these arena coins. For some of you, though, that shouldn't be a problem. You should have saved up a lot, so that's going to be really good. And if, of course, you are a new free-to-play player, just learn what you need to save, and when events like this come in the future, you don't need to worry too much because you'll have prepared in advance. And that's a really important thing to do as a free-to-play player. Prepare for events like this. And that's the 3 main ways to get meat, by the way. From Wishing Fountain, from these chests, and of course from Sky Labyrinth. So this event is actually quite simple. I know there's lots of things to it. It might get a bit confusing, but literally it's just Sky Labyrinth, these chests, and the wishing coins. Everything is fixed. Now, a key question you might be asking is, what if I don't want to spend my gems this event? Should I go ahead and max out the Wishing Fountain? Should I do 9 full completes and get to the artifact that way? That is certainly an option, but it will use over 2,000 wishing coins, which is crazy. And actually, I don't think that's necessarily the best idea for you. Thanksgiving is a month away. Thanksgiving is going to be a wishing coin event. Thanksgiving will give artifacts for those wishing coins. So that raises a question. Is it better just to go ahead and use all your wishing coins now and save your gems? I would argue not. I would argue using gems this event as a priority instead of wishing coins is absolutely your key resource. In fact, I would use wishing coins last as a final stretch and push to get me to 200 to get me that artifact. I would exhaust Sky Labyrinth of everything I could. I would buy all the meat from the chests just in case I can get myself some more pickaxes to help me in the Sky Labyrinth. And only then, when all of that is exhausted, will I go and spin in the wishing coins. And then as soon as I've spun and I get some meat, I'm going to go ahead and use that meat just in case I get some more pickaxes to get me even more progress and more meat from the Sky Labyrinth, and just use those things back and forth and back and forth. Now, I do recommend you do some spins in the Wishing Fountain early, because then you hopefully will get some more mithril pickaxes, which means you won't end up wasting mithril pickaxes and therefore wasting gems, because an important thing is you can buy mithril pickaxes with gems. So be mindful that it's a fine balance between when to use wishing coins and when to go ahead and push the Sky Labyrinth, but wishing coins will be the variable. It's the thing you can switch and change. Sky Labyrinth depends on high rolling. Mysterious chests are fixed. So use wishing coins and how many you're prepared to do as to whether you can figure out if you can get yourself the top rewards this event. Do bear in mind, though, Thanksgiving is coming up. Now, if you're a spender, we get something a little bit extra. We have the Legend package right here. This has 10,000 gems in it, as well as 100 mithril pickaxes, 200 wishing coins, which are actually very helpful, 100 superior tributes, and of course, the adventure gift. This is $100, but you do get double rewards from the Sky Labyrinth. So with this, you're getting 100 mithril pickaxes, which is typically 5 floors in Sky Labyrinth. As well, the superior tributes, they might be really helpful because that'll get you more mithril pickaxes. Ideally, if you buy that package, you want to be getting to 400 here, and I would use wishing coins again as your variable to get you to that point. Of course, how far you want to go in the Sky Labyrinth will adjust things. In my personal opinion, if you do buy that package, I would try and push yourself to getting at least to stage 15 so that you can get yourself the artifact, which would be really nice. Or if you're feeling a little bit pushy, you get to 17 for this chest right here, or even just 16 to hopefully get yourself some more star spawn cores, which are always useful. I really do like the fact that this doubles rewards and gives 100 mithril pickaxes and ways to get more of them, because it's going to improve my generation of star spawn cores, which is going to really help me, because that's something I'm bottlenecked on currently for my account. So being able to get these will actually be a massive bonus for the account. So yeah, I think I am actually going to buy that $100 package and see what I can do this week. It is finally a good event that is giving a ton of fantastic stuff. And it's not just like the Prophet Orb event we had last week where it was like, oh, I might get some cool stuff. It's, oh, I will get some cool stuff. The only downside is if you do get to 400, you don't get to pick Spiritual Essence. You have to pick Essence Sublimation. Now, that's not an issue. It's 90k Essence Sublimation, so that's 2 improvements to your heroes, which is great in the Tree of Origin, so I'm not going to complain about this. However, if you did want to get yourself some potatoes, well, Spiritual Essence is unfortunately capped at 600, and the only way you're getting there, mate, is if you spend even more money. Is it worth it? Maybe, but I'm going to leave that to you to decide, depending on how many wishing coins you want to do and how much money you want to spend. Overall, though, this is an absolutely fantastic event for spenders and free-to-play players alike. Make sure you come into this, though, with at least 1,000 wishing coins if you want to go ahead and get yourself some good rewards. That's the same for spenders, too. You are going to have to do multiple passes to get yourself all of the superior tribute you need. Do be sure to go ahead and do some good maths when you go in and cash your stuff in at the Viking Island, and prioritize the central market, the dining table, the radish field, and of course the spring well when it comes to getting these, because that's going to improve your tenants and that's going to improve the power of your main hero, who is a homeowner. Also, there's a nice building here which gives a luxury skin chest, and this is... Oh, wait, are these hang on a second. Are these rare skins? No. Wow, that's awful. That's actually horrendous. It's just a basic skin chest. Don't call it luxury. Rubbish. Either way, that exists. So there you go, folks. That's an overall summary of this week's event. Looks pretty snazzy. Next week is cool as well. We get a Transcendence hero released. Arania is being given a Transcendence form, and DH Games are no doubt going to give us a crazy Halloween event because of it. So yeah, Halloween is near the corner. Get ready. Our exchange heroes, Holmes Young and Jar, very, very nice. Good choice there, DH Games. So that's going to be good. Palace of Crystal, Palace of Eternity's here. It's the hero lottery, all those good things, and you'll get to pick your hero. So if you're struggling for hero copies, this is an event where you get to choose the heroes you get as rewards. I love that. Also, if you're familiar with the cycle of events, you'll know that means in a month's time after this event, it's Black Friday. So spenders, be warned, you might want to save some gems for that, but you do have 5 weeks to prepare. Free-to-play players, you don't need to worry so much, but saving scrolls is good. But what's after Black Friday? Christmas. Given how DH Games have released events, it goes new hero, then a month later, Transcendence event. Christmas is going to be a Transcendence event. That means Christmas is going to be absolutely bonkers. Potentially the best event of the year. So if you're not going into Christmas with at least 1,000 heroic summon scrolls, heck, I'd even try and save 2,000, get yourself some scrolls, because Christmas is going to be nuts. You've been given at least 2 months warning now, and hopefully plenty more in the past. Get ready for Christmas. It's going to be good. Hopefully this answered all your questions about today's event. If you've got any more, let me know in the comment section down below. Good luck this week, and hopefully you've saved those wishing coins to get yourself an artifact. See you next time. Happy idling.